Hey guys, I've got a little haul of flipbooks today that I thought would be fun to open up on camera and check out with you guys. I got all these flipbooks recently. Hopefully there's some cool flipbooks in here. And also at the end of the video, I'm doing a little bit of just a little giveaway. Got a bunch of these flipbooks from Fuboku covering the 12 principles of animation and some of my flipbook kits. So I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So the first one I want to go through, I have shown this once before on my channel. So this is a flipbook that I got, it was made in Japan. I got it off Amazon, and it's just the way that it works, I just think it's super clever. Curly Girly Dancer. But see, what's so cool about it is how you've got animation happening on both sides of the pages, and they're connected. And I just thought that was so cool to see. And then as it turns out at the end, they weren't actually sheep, they were cats. It works backwards too. It was such a clever little flipbook. Just wanted to show you guys. Okay, so this is one that I recently picked up. There's a website here, napabooks.com. But I got this one from Flipboku as well. It's called Wonder Wander. The animation's really cool. I think the shadows are cool. It reminds me of some like French animation that I've seen. Yeah, kind of a cool little flipbook. This is another one from that same website. This one's dated 2009. Let's check out Volcano. I was kind of excited about this one because when I was a kid, I made a Volcano flipbook. This is almost a similar concept to the one that I made when I was a kid. It was this volcano erupting, and then at the end it like stands up and it's a person and he walks off, and he was sneezing or belching or something. But this is like almost a similar idea where it turns into a person's face. I think animations like this can be really fun. Where the concept is like one thing morphing into another thing. And sometimes if you don't have like a great story idea or something like that, but you're in the mood to animate, you might try something like that where you just take like, okay, let's draw this object. Let's see if I can morph it into another object. So this is another Fuboku flipbook. They do a lot of these really cool like printed flipbooks. They do those ones that are like, 6 flipbooks in one, which actually that's probably what this one is. Yeah, so it's got side A, side B, and then on each side of the flipbook, it's actually 3 flipbooks because of the way they cut the pages. If you can see on that page, like how the corners are cut a little bit, and then on the following page, they're cut a little bit differently. And then on the next page after that, they're cut a little bit differently. As you flip it, when you touch it on this corner, you see certain pages. In the middle, you see certain pages. And when you touch there, you see certain pages. So let's check out what this one is. And I've never seen this before. This is kind of cool because it's almost got like a stop motion kind of vibe to it. Yeah, this is totally like, it's cool to have a flipbook of something like this because it's like got kind of a stop motion, pixelation animation style vibe to it. But yeah, interesting little flipbook. This is another of those flipbooks, Mirai Mizu. I like the way that moves. It's got that sort of delay, they all come up at the same speed, but then the way they kind of go back. It's just got like a cool motion to it. a lot of these flipbooks that I'm taking a look at, you can get from Fuboku's website, so I'll put a link to that down below. See, something like that, if, again, here's something like where you're in the mood to animate or make a flipbook, you might not have like a big story idea or something, but just like you could do a lot of fun with shapes, like just this part here, you know, it's just kind of this morphing black and then this orange comes in. And there's a lot you can do just kind of playing around with shapes like that. I'm not saying there's no story here, but I love this old kind of horror type artwork like that, and the, you know, haunted house type stuff. Raul Garcia, director of Extraordinary Tales, bring to life 5 of the best stories by Edgar Allan Poe in an animated feature film that pushes the boundaries of the medium. So I'm guessing these are some clips from that feature film, which I feel like I should have seen but haven't yet. Oh, that's totally Vincent Price. That's amazing. Okay, and next we have this big pack. This is also from Flipboku, which this video is not sponsored by Flipboku. It kind of sounds like a commercial for Flipboku, but I just, yeah, they print a lot of cool printed flipbooks. This is a set I'm kind of excited to have. It's called The Pioneers, a flipbook collection of early filmmakers, like pioneers of filmmaking and animation. This is, each one of these is a 6-in-1 flipbook set. So this is Edward Muybridge. You know, when like movies were being first invented and there's like the movie footage of the horses running and stuff, that's the guy who did that. I'm only showing a couple of these just because I think all the others are fine, but there's some nudity and I don't want the algorithm to get mad at me for showing all those, but these are all really cool. Okay, next up, Emil Kohl, the father of the animated cartoon. See, there we're talking about like that morphing thing again. There's not really like a story here, but it's one thing turning into another thing, turning into another thing, and it's just fun. Just a giant hand. I'm hoping that seeing some of these inspires you guys just for some stuff that you could try yourselves. I mean, this is just, it's so experimental. This is like early animation experiments. I've totally seen this. It's a spirit of just experimenting and trying things out. George Méliès, the magician of cinema. All his work is really cool. From A Trip to the Moon, which, yeah, you should definitely look up that film if you haven't seen it. It's so iconic. Rocket ship lands in the moon's eye. Yeah, it's a really cool little collection to have. Winsor McKay, genius of early animation. You guys might have seen some of his stuff before, just like really early animation experiments in films. I mean, this was like really early, this was like really pioneering early stuff, or like really groundbreaking. This one is super cool to have. If you guys are, if you're interested in animation history and kind of learning how it got invented and where it came from, like I would definitely look up some of these people. Segundo de Chimon, master of special effects. It's like an early version of compositing, combining two images, and it's just cool to see, just early special effects and stuff. The master of silhouette animation. I think this style of animation is really cool too. Love to try something like that. The photographer of movement. It's like, just studies, slow motion studies of how things move. The Lumiere brothers, the fathers of cinematography. I've definitely seen this clip before. See, back then it was just exciting to have, it was so groundbreaking to just have footage of anything. Rather than just seeing photos of stuff, you could actually see moving pictures of just people coming out of a factory. And everything was just so new and groundbreaking and exciting. I've heard stories about this one, that when people saw this, in the little theater, this train coming toward the screen, that they actually got freaked out and, jumped out of the way. It was so visually, they had never seen anything like that before. And it just was scary to see the train coming toward them like that. Color, that's cool. I'm not doing the history here justice. Alice Guy Blaché, the mother of cinema. That was funny. Did you catch that? So this guy kisses her, and then they kiss, she steps away, and she has his mustache. That's pretty funny. Okay, and last one, Joseph Plateau, the pioneer of the moving image. This is like an image of a zoetrope. Which zoetropes are really cool, early animation, little contraption. Yeah, this is a really cool little collection to have. I think I'm most excited in this little set to have the George Méliès, and then Emile Kohl, Edward Muybridge, Winsor McKay. Yeah, those are kind of like my top 4 probably in here. And if I mispronounce any names, sorry. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. Okay, so the little giveaway that I'm doing, I've got a bunch of these flipbook sets from Fuboku. I've got 10 of these. This is a set. Inside each one of these little boxes is the 12 principles of animation. Each one has these 2 flipbooks inside, which cover, and I've done a video where I showed these before, but it's 6 in 1, where it's demonstrating arcs. Okay, arcs, secondary action, timing, and you've got exaggeration, solid drawing, appeal, pose to pose, overlapping, slow in, slow out, squash and stretch, anticipation, staging, and then, you know, so each one demonstrates that principle in action. Anticipation, it's one of my favorite principles of animation. So it's a cool little set to have because it demonstrates each principle. There's also an augmented reality app that you can use with this set that lets you see like an AR version that shows each principle as well. So that's a pretty cool part of that. So if you want to win one of these, one of my starter flipbook kits, all you have to do is just leave a comment down below. Let me know that you want to win. Randomly pick 10 comments and those 10 people will win. But yeah, nice little flipbook haul. Definitely some cool flipbooks in there that are fun to have as part of my collection. Let me know if you guys had any favorites down below. Don't forget you can visit Andymation.com. You can also follow me on Patreon and help support the channel there. Thanks for watching. Stay creative and I'll see you guys in the next video.